I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is June 4th, Thursday, 2026. Hope you had a good day, pimp. So, like we've been talking about, homie, look, May 27th, we drew this. Coming up, retracing back, sell off. And then this is the whole month of June. That was made on the 27th. Today's the 4th. Made this on the 2nd. Talked about popping up, retrace, pop up again for a raid, then come back down, right? And so far, we have done all this and came to here. And then, and I told you in yesterday's video that we would wake up. I would wake up and it'd be down here. So let's take a look at the fire, dude. I mean, you know, we can't make this shit up. So there it is. All right, so took the liquidity, rated, came down. We came in here. We swept that easy rate. I was talking about that all this time. Beautiful, right? Did this projection here. You can see 101.5. So it did pop up. Did not expect it to come back this high. But I was only a part of down here, and my day was done at 10 o'clock. So I'm kicking myself just a little bit because I didn't take the buy, but you'll see how I murdered it today. So doesn't matter. And okay, so that's that chart right there. And then here, this is a 4 hour here. And you can see that 10 o'clock said it all when it fucking popped back up. I was like, oh, dude. You'll see what I mean when I show you these trades here. And then just popping into that imbalance, a breakout area, you know, imbalance. So liquidity imbalance, breakout area, just kind of dipping into that. And, you know, just getting some drives back, taking out that pre-session low, and then fucking sealing this bitch. Oh my God, man. I can't believe it. And it's just beautiful. But let me see. What else? We got the day gap here with the midnight level. So we drew right back to it, which I had a feeling. And then remember, we have people making decisions based off of that current week gap in the purple and then the current day gap in the red. So when it goes below it, people are selling. When it's going below it, it's selling on the current week gap. And then if it's above it, people are buying. And that's why it's doing what it's doing. So coming back up, I didn't expect this high. But, you know, coming back in here with this breakout area, yeah, that made sense to me. But man, fucking beautiful there. And left that on the table. So let me tell you this, fire. So here, I knew that the opening range gap was large. So I, what's it called? Because of how large it was, I wasn't counting on it. But if you listen to the videos that I've been talking about, I said that drop or that more sell-off is happening after the 5th. And what day is today? The 4th. So they had a chance to move up and wipe out those easy sellers. Bro, we made the video here, and I said it was dropping. I said it would come lower. It did. It came up. Asia, look, sank down, came into, look at this fire, man. I got Mondays here extended. You can see that we tap in. Look how we hit the 50. Boom, boom, pop up. Breakout area, right back to that imbalance. Just trying to get the sellers from easy sellers because I'm sitting here making a video instead of selling it when I could have, but it's okay. So comes back down, hits this 25 quadrant, crosses over. Look at the bodies there on the 8th. Boom, comes back, doesn't hit. Remember, we just only had that one level. It was just minute opening range on Tuesday. So anyways, we popped up and then we fall short of it. And that's what they're doing, kind of just coming up higher. Raid that internal high and then comes down to, Wednesday, May 27. Yeah, May 27. Yeah, we come in. We using that. Boom, hits the 8th, plays around. And then initially at 9:30 open today, we pop into Mondays. Look how we hit let's zoom in. Look how we hit Monday's 8th right there. Bink. And then this current 25%. We're probably coming right back to the midnight level again, by the way. I was about to say that because that's it's when it's a black hole like that, it's kind of like a black hole where you have the midnight level and the opening day gap. If the current week gap was there too, it would be like really magnet to it. That's kind of what we're dragging to it. That's a side note. So anyways, we tagged the 25%, a little bit higher, and then to that eighth right there of the let's rush into it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Easy breakout areas. Man, bro, it's so easy to read price right now for me. It's insane. But then price shoots down, boom, hits that May 27, 25%, rushes off. And this is where I did not catch the buy and was a part of the day because I was just, to be honest with you, if you add all my trades, which I'll show you in a second, I've already got up there. I'm not even worried about the shit. I already got up there, bro. So, but just sexy. But so if you were thinking that it was going to come to the 50% immediately, think again, because we have this low. Where I dropped the ball today was, it's not considered dropping the ball only because I'm going to go into the fire real quick. Hold on. It's not really dropping the ball, but it's under, I was already done, but this is considered like the lower low. We were in a discount. So buying back up into this easy selling was warrant. And I just fucked it up. That's all. It's not that I fucked it up. I was done and I didn't need to. So I did a great job of walking away. Actually, let me rephrase it. All right. But, let me just go into it because there's no other way to do this. All right. So, you'll see here that pre-open, you can see we got this cascade of them coming down. That is a signature of a manufactured move. Buyers and sellers are not able to do that. This is a program, people, and for anyone who is new, obviously talking to the new people. So you can see I got it projected here, and here's the layout of the land here, right? I have Monday. You can see on the top, you can see the left side. I have Monday's first imbalance dragged out. Why do I have that? Because I know that that's a reference that we might go. And that's where I'm kicking myself, because I said, if we bought, we're going to go there. But I left it as a, extreme. I didn't need it. But why do I have that? Is because it's Monday's. And Mondays is going to be referenced. It's kind of like a support resistance or a reference back to whoever's fucking making money that went below it. You can see on the top left here. Well, you can even see in this right here. You see once we look, the 16th level's there, but then we sink from it. That first imbalance on Monday was the one that was laying on that 16th. If you recall, if you're paying attention. So yeah, I remembered. So this is going to make sense later. But anyways, you get this little inversion here, holding the price. I have one here. I didn't draw it. There is a bullish imbalance here. I didn't draw it. This was the purpose here because it was holding that level. And it doesn't matter. 930 opened up and rated it, which was fine. Perfect. And that's the reason why I bought it. I bought it because it did rate this. And you're like, well, what about here? It can come in here. Yeah, but I knew that I was at a lower low. And I'm not saying that this is the final lower low or this is the final lower high that I'm at, but I am looking to, how can I phrase this? If I'm leading up to the 930, you can see I'm projecting it here. I have the quarter, half, full standard. What I'm circling is this 32 level with that half. And then a great goal would be to hit this 50 level. If you've been paying attention in the videos, and if you're new, you haven't, but this 50% here has already been there on the chart. We've made hot previous highs and we've been bouncing up and down from it. Okay. So I know that that's out of this major range that I have, 50%, it's very obvious to come to it. Okay. So that being said, I'm highlighting that. But notice that this is my first level, and I'm going to squeeze as soon as we get there. You have this pre-session high right there, and then you have this leading up. Okay, so this is leading up. This is making you. This is not hard. I mean, they let up and they made you think it was buying right there, and sure enough, we then took it. Look how that candle opens on that motherfucking level, baby. I mean, dude, it's fucking beautiful, right, dude? Beautiful. Snags right to the 16th. I'm like, damn, it happened so fast. So oversold, blah, 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 blah. I know I'm in 50% of this range right here. Look at the 50%. If I drew it out, you can see it. Bink. So when we hit it and all this is happening, I said, we're buying for this because this cascading selling was too easy and it's too shallow. Too shallow meaning that if the leg from up here, look at the 1 hour up here. So this is the high here in London, or whatever the fuck time this was, and then the low that we made pre-New York, right? If you do 50%, just in general conversation, where would that be? I'm buying to it. I know we haven't hit that at least, and this is a breakout area here. We will run right through it. So, and if you look on this 5 minute, you can see that this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, you get the drives. This is the leg done. I'm expecting a push up. So when the price is here, this is too shallow to say it's the lower high. So I'm buying up for a lower high, lower low to a lower high, but they have an internal raid. Okay, that's really all this is, dude. So I'm looking at it as it's going to be a shakeout. Look, just so you see this right now. You can't make this shit up. What are we hitting? It's laying on it, my dude. It's laying on it. I just told you about that. It's laying on it. Okay, let me just move forward because you know how I do, boy. So, anyways, you see, what's it called? So immediately shooting up. I'm momentuming, buying in. I don't need anything else. And then price retraces. That's okay. I'm stern in where we are, and then look at the bodies here. Look at the bodies right there on the 5 minute. Beautiful, right? So what are we doing? We're taking that guy. This is going to be my first imbalance here. Obviously, it's not going to be this one. This is too minute. And then this is beautiful because it does take out a high. So that's going to be what I use here. You're going to see what I do. It pops up. It takes the high out, and then we haven't dipped in here. Right, so we just smacked that 0.5, but at this point I'm trailing hard. I allow it to retrace. I have to allow it to retrace inside this first imbalance. All right, because then, I'll show you in a second. I have this coupled with it, so a balanced price range and it dipping in. I'm not gonna expect it to just sink right back down. Right, so I want to make a new high anyway, because when it makes that first high, I know that if I tried to sell this, I would get rated it and it will come back up again. So I'm waiting for a couple drives and I'm not really on an overbought yet. And it just made sense for it to keep going. But when I made the new high and it retraced and it tagged that level and this last down candle, it made a wick. I said, okay, well, I'm going to trail aggressive here. Why? Because it can come back down. So what happens? Well, let me just move forward with this first trade so I could, whatever. And then at this point, when you see this screenshot, you'll see 15 minute. I know we have reached that 25% again, right? And it's off. I made a mistake by the way I drew it, but whatever. You get the point. And then we're back up into here, and then this is the 1 minute. You can see that I have this imbalance. It's laying on that quadrant, which is for me a high probability. So I was expecting a shoot up. I mean, I was trying to get it, but the way they stopped me out, you're going to see what I mean in a second, pimp. Oh, and then the extra confluence here, baby, is that we have Dow with higher lows. So nice divergence. And then this was the confirmation. The reason why I took that buy was because NQ took out that internal low. And then we had a higher low here. Bingo. And I see this all simultaneously with all these charts. Okay. So that's how I'm able to do what I do. If you have one chart, you ain't going to be able to do this. You have one screen, you ain't going to be able to make decisions like this. I don't care what anybody say. So anyways, but whatever. I'm not saying you need it. I'm just saying. And then, okay, let me just move forward here. Again, I understand that we're in here, right? So popping back up. Okay, watch this. Next trade. Boom. They slammed me out. That was that hammer candle. It slammed me out. And I was like, okay, taking a step back. We reached into where I wanted to go. Now guess what? If you just rated above, so it's a shakeout. So move 1 up, move down 2. All right. So this was easy buying, and then everyone, right at 9:30 bought this. Right? Notice how it's just hitting that 16th by missing it by a fucking hair, baby. All right. Yeah, all right. So guess what happens? It slams down. First of all, this candle, I'm sorry, let me have it. This candle that closes outside of the imbalance, That is a huge signature of saying, write it for your fucking notes, is this going to turn into an inversion? Because I should not see this closure here. So what do? I immediately sell it. Where am I at? I'm inside the first imbalance. Very clear. All right, so what does it do? It pokes up to the 50%, hit the sell right away. And I get filled there. How else can you explain this, bro? Okay, so I catch it. Where am I going? So I remembered the plot of the movie. This time, the plot of the movie was, okay, well, we rated above, now we're going to come below, right? Remember, we rated these guys. These were these equal highs right here. Liquidity. All right, so they thought they were safe. Okay, so now everyone thinks they're safe here. Okay, so I'm rating it. Watch how I do this. So I sell it, and I take out this low. I squeeze it at this low for two reasons. One, it's too early and it's too volatile and I have to move quick. All right. I've trained myself for years to be able to do this. So if you're new, don't think, fucking you should be able to do this either. Okay. So, but the logic and the decision making was I need to squeeze it because what if it doesn't take out this low? And I have intentions of coming into here. If it makes a new low, and I have this projected now here. Okay, see that projection? I have a quarter and a half. I would like to come here. But I'm hitting an oversold again. Let's move to the I want to take the profit. It's damn near 100 points, dude. Or it's less, but it's 80 points. I'm taking it. Okay. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Okay. Then what does that look like here? Okay, so we tagged that and then we're selling off. And I'm trying to get back into this. So I have intentions of maybe coming into this level, which is the 50% of May 27th, because it's algorithmic. They're going to maybe reference it. Maybe not. The whole point, if I had nothing on the chart, it would just be attacking this low, in general speaking. But it's inside this wick. I'm going to take the profit. Okay, you see how everything looks like? So we inverted that, and then it's still a high probability inversion though. Okay, but the signature was when it closed outside of it. I just gave you fire. Okay, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next thing, and then very clear. When I take the profit, it snagged me out first of all. But when I take the sell, I understand, and that's I'm also aware of this too. It's a lower high in Nasdaq, and we have clear highs in both S&P and Dow. So, boom, taking it out and then selling it. So guess what? Once we take this low out, look here. You see this? And I'm watching this. I see that they did not take. So S&P is still a higher low, and Dow obviously is. So I care more about ES though. So guess what? I make the decision to squeeze out. Okay, guess what happens? Let's keep going. Let me see if this is helpful at all. You could just see the body stopping at that 25. That's beautiful. And when it's a huge gap like that, that 25 means it's really bearish. So that was how I framed the trade. And again, oversold. Okay, cool. Not getting married to the big home run, but I'm really sick about that. I'm a little sick about that fucking about that buy that I missed. But take a look. That's why I don't care. Why do I not care? Because I do shit like this, and I did all this before 10 o'clock. So let's move forward. So we did this. We moved down, and I squeezed out. Look where it came to. So my entry was here on that sell. So this is move 1. Move 2, 3, 4. Well, 5 comes in and it fucking shoots all the way through the day. Or this is move 1 up, move down 2. Both of these cells are move 2, and then where's 3? Well, it didn't keep coming down. Move 3 would have came up here or all the way up, and that's what it did. Because we were at a discount. We were in a lower. This is all still a lower low here, generally speaking. Then, because on a higher time frame, then the lower high would be up here. You get it? Okay. So very simple. But what did I do here? If I didn't take that fucking trade out, it would have came right back to my entry, and I would have not gleaned on that profit. Smart decision, wasn't it? I can't make this shit up. Guess what? Shoots up. Okay, so it comes up in here. Initially, I took this as a sell. So I took a sell here, and I wanted to, because we didn't take up this law. I'm like, nah, we're still going to come down. They just wanted to come up real quick to get the easy sellers here, right? If I was to able to flip my bias here, I mean, then it's coming up. So I took this sell. I took a loss. No problem. Shot down, shot back up. So, okay, you little bitch. Got you. And this is me being a little eager. This is me trying to get more of the market, but it is what it is. I'm going to make mistakes every day. I take losses every day. I don't care. It does not matter to me. It does not fucking matter to me. Anyways, so we get a closure right there. I'm like, I said, okay, you want to stretch up more? Fucking stretch up more. You want to go into my boy right here. Okay. So ram. As soon as that was coming down here, I made the decision to sell, didn't I? So that's why it's poking up. This is algorithmic though. So what is this? The first balance. You had that. Look where my entry is. Look where my fucking entry is on the 50%, right? So once it tags it, boom, I'm hitting that bitch, right? What does it do? It immediately snaps back. The bodies are holding. Then it comes back outside. All right. Then I was like, okay, cool, let's go. Then it stopped. Then it went right all the way back underneath my entry. Yes, my stop is not moving here. I did not get to my area. I cannot trail yet. I have to allow it to come. Where is it? It's sitting right at the high. And while it's coming, I'm like, I'm shitting bricks a little bit. I'm getting a little flustered. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I have a buffer in my trading. Right? Counts, right? So, falls short. Look at the bodies. Fall underneath. They stay with this bearish imbalance. You can even, this little bullish one here that I did not draw. See that? I'm going to drag it out. Look at the body sitting inside there. That's a little nice tidbit. It's hitting that 32, bottom 32. Boom. Comes down. And then when we get here, trail. Get my target. That's why I have my circle here. Because obviously this is the low. And then I want to hit this here. And I get out. I got squeezed out. This is it. And I'm done for the day. I said, and just so I can frame this for anyone new too as well, or anyone in general speaking, I just went through war, generally speaking. Okay, so yes, last night, and I've been working on Claude and doing a bunch of things, and I'm really tired every day. I'm tired now, tired to even do this video. But like for me, this 1 hour of time that I've spent here, I'm actually really fucking exhausted. So, and I told myself, I said, bruh, if you watch Price Live, you saw this little 1 minute candle fluster up and it's closed. I was like, oh shit. I said, this thing's going to fucking reverse. And I said, buy it. And for some reason, I just said, well, I know the reason. It's because I wanted to just stick to kind of rules and not overstay my welcome and then not chase shit. I just didn't want to be involved. And I was content. Okay. And then what did it do? It fucking bought all the way up. It's like, you fucking bitches. It's okay. It's okay. So anyways, this is what I meant. And I took and I squeezed out. It hit at this time, it hit this perfect perfect 25. You can't make it up. So look at it. Look at this. Look at the bodies right here. Not there. That's a 15-minute chart. And you can see here, tagging that eighth right there, bottom 12.5% right there. And then Bink underneath the 930, and then just that's it, man. Look at the bodies right there. You can have a bearish imbalance here in the 5 minute. I'm gonna move forward because that's good enough. And then at that time, when I took that sell that I just told you about, we had another lower high with NASDAQ, and we had higher highs here. So that's how I took the sell again and came down. Now notice when I'm taking this screenshot, there is a new low here that we made with NASDAQ, and these bitches are still at a higher low. So that's why I'm just a little irked that I did not take that buy. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful. Fucking beautiful, man. I love these months that are so beautiful like this. Look at the bodies right there on the gap, 4 hour, man, beautiful, just opening up. And see, the old me would have been like, I'm holding for the negative too. I'm gonna hold all the way for the bottom of the market. Nope. If you add up all my trades, if you add them all up, the points wise, 300 points down here, it's all the way up. It's all the way up there. I already got up there. It's cool. So good decision making. Because guess what? It looks like it's going to sink to hell from here, doesn't it? But that's why I squeezed out. I said, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I don't need to be right. I take the ambiguity of trying to be right and all that bullshit. All right, let's move forward. Since then, that was the low of the day. Okay, look what it did. Fucking went right back up. Beautiful. All the way up. Oh my goodness. And you're going to see where I was talking about. Hold on. No, not here. So, look at this. All right, pops up, reverses, beautiful reversal. You have your first imbalance after 10 o'clock here. This is a nice buy because it's back in premium, or not back in premium, but the price isn't going to sell once it came back up here. In general speaking, they want to get this easy run of the guys who sold. I sold here and I sold here, so of course it did. And then it just went sideways here, which is fine. Just a bull flag, just bullshit, to be honest with you. And in reality, that's all it's doing. It's just using that as it's a reclaimed bullish imbalance, and it's a support, and it's just going to continue. And there goes my boy that I talked about the Monday, and sure enough, we came up. So this becomes a shakeout, buy, sell, buy. Okay, so I thought because it can't be a pump dump, because we're the whole missing piece of the conversation is that the average daily range has already been fucking printed. So the high of the current day was like at what? What was this? This was what, 550? Let's just say 550, and down here was what, 150. So that's 400 points. The average daily range was 400 points today. Or 450. I think it was 400 points. So that means it's already been printed. And that's where I'm kicking myself, because I knew, that's why not only was I squeezing because the average daily range was already printed, but two, because it was already printed, it could fucking reverse on me and I'm taking that money. Does it mean I'm going to be inside I'm not going to be continuously trading, but man, it was so easy to buy this. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Think about it. All I had to do was push buy. If I even took a loss, who doesn't matter? So that's where I made the mistake in saying, okay, I'd rather take it than not take it conversation, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's keep going, because the market provides, right? And there's always more than one move a day. So shakeout, right? So speaker, right? So high, low, high, right? So move 1, 2, 3. So when it shakes out, it's a buy, sell. These two cells are the same cell. So buy, sell, buy. Once that happens and we cross over, this becomes a buy, sell, buy. And I knew it the whole way, but I wasn't playing with these people. I had things to do and I was content. And but a little piece of me was like, oh, you little bitch, right? You got to be honest. So it is what it is. And then this is your buy, sell, buy. So when it reached up here, okay, notice I didn't play around with the market ever since. So I could just draw maybe one here, and we'll see what it looks like here. I will say I could use this. That's fine. Let's just use that for now. Ugh. Come on, I gotta go. So I make videos long. I'm only going to keep this on the 1 minute for now. And then I'm going to delete this because this is noisy. And I'm just going to leave that one there. I like it. You could do it from here too, but I'm going to just read it with here. And you don't say. 1 and 1.5 up here. It doesn't matter. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's take a look. Here. -2. This is it. If you use the bodies, you'll hit it though. And then let me try this one. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Didn't matter. It's just extra bullshit. The point is that when it reached up, it reached up to the left. It's squeezing all that easy selling, and then it's a higher high, and then it breaks here, and then it retraces. Why does it retrace here? And I saw that, dude, and I could have sold and bought that. And why not? Because I already have direction here. First of all, it's not gonna come all the way back down. No. We have tomorrow still at an NFP. So and today this could have really just froze on top of that. That's why I didn't fuck with it. So when it pushed up and it retraced, why would it retrace back here? Fucking breakout area, dude. This is an breakout and imbalance. Retraces, so you have imbalance, liquidity, and then breakout from my trifecta. So it comes right back. Hits the oversold here, overbought, real nice there. And just beautiful. And they didn't take that guy on purpose. Why? Because this guy selling, he's holding the bag. And this guy, they're going to let him breathe. Because then it would be a little too obvious. Hey, psychology. Done. Left this quad and banned leaving. Boom. Look at this, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Back to Monday. They're referencing. So you got a speaker here. And that Monday is that first imbalance of the week. That's why Mondays and Wednesdays are most important. When Monday is very key. Okay. Look, okay, just to prove it, once we came up here. Where did we buy from? Right here. Oh, come on. Look at it. Bing, 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 bing. Zzz. Play around here. Hits this, comes right back, squeezes those guys. Look at this. Look at this speaker here. Haven't seen this in a while. All right, this is to really manipulate because they're really going to come down. When you see something like this, you think, oh, it's going to keep going. And nope, that candle says it all right here. Right into the macro of the PM session. Beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful. Now they're playing around that level, right? Okay. Yeah, we do this, baby. 31 minutes. So this is a logic here. And then why are they coming back down here? Because not only did it break out and then it retraced, so it's obvious that it was support, and then it broke up again above this high. So it broke up and it's playing around and it's leaving it. It's breaking out, and they came back in to wipe them. Bro, if I had nothing on the chart, fuck all this technical shit. That's all you need. So that's why when I trained myself initially, years ago, I started with raw price action. I didn't have no indicators. I don't use indicators. First of all, this is not an indicator. This is all raw price action. And number two, I got into retail, and then I got away from retail and went into algorithmic theory and all that shit, right? But they're layers on layers, but it's just like this superpower that I have because of the fact that I have these levels of understanding, especially with me knowing it was already manipulated coming in. Anyway, so that's for anyone new. But let's see here. This is already gone here. This doesn't match going back up because we already used it. I'm just going to delete that. And then that's it here. So what do I need to say? Okay. And then, sorry, I'm a little lost here. All right, nice divergence there. So again, Nas with the all right, we'll just draw that for here. And you can see they rated this, and they rated up higher, and then we're just coming back for the end of the day. Nothing else to say here. I don't even need to continue. VIX, obviously, another piece of where I was pissed off was that, but look at the way they did this though. The manipulation is kicking in because we got NFP. So you have this coming down to oversold here on the VIX, and then it looks like it's going to bounce right straight up, right? But no, they locked it down here. This is manipulation. So there, but if you didn't have this and you understood, if you looked at the VIX candles, it's coming down. So we're going up. It is what it is. I walked away. There is a huge piece of me that I'm just like, because when I was there, I was like, just buy it. Who fucking cares? Who buy it? And doesn't mean that's me buying randomly. No. It just swept liquidity. So it's a turtle suit, dude. I'm very full aware. All right. And then, the fuck? So dollar's coming down here. We're playing around, and then it's just literally going kind of sideways. At first, it was real tough about going up, and that's how we got down. And then when it went down, that's kind of how we went back up in a way. So I'm just gonna move to well, before I move over, where we kind of go from here, I really don't care because again, I'm really considering I'm still in this mode here. I'm still in this. Yes, we came down and then we popped up. So it's a lower high that I believe that we're creating. I think we're gonna, dude, this shit's selling down now. Motherfucker. They did this shit yesterday. Oh my goodness. Love it. Look at this shit here. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, even though this is not easy, this was easy. I mean, that was, and then this, oh my goodness, beautiful. Because logically, okay, when we came down, we wiped out the sellers to the left. What would be the next agenda? Wipe out buyers. That's what we're doing. Don't need anything on the chart to tell me that. And we did this all in today. So, man, tomorrow, I mean, I feel like I just want to walk away tomorrow. I don't need to even fuck with it. Seriously. And look at Dow. Huh, so crazy. All the way back up. Reached to a little oversold, and then it got right back up. Made an all-time high. Wrecked these people who thought they were this. So again, this is now back to the conversation of seasonality. This is why I don't trade Dow though, because you'll get some dumb shit like this. But it was a very touchy scenario initially because, like I said, the seasonal data says that we sell from the 5th at a high. So we already came back down, and in this case, we might have started early. Okay, cool. If we started early, then that's fine. But does it mean that that price can't go back up? Because I was saying when it's shaking out in that first week, if it's shaking out, then that means it's a fucking high possibility that like we bought. You see what I'm saying? So there's a high chance of that. And that's why I'm kicking myself, because I knew that the seasonality isn't really strong until the 5th, but tomorrow's the 5th and it's an NFP day. So I hope that makes sense for you. If you don't have seasonality, you have no idea what I'm fucking talking about. So, and then here's Dow. Nice little dump pump, buy, sell, buy. You can't make these profiles up. Dude, I codified it. Me. No one else on the internet has ever said it that way. And if you think I'm just trying to get all the market by saying it that way, then say that. I don't care. I'm a trader. I'm going to trade. Damn near every day I'm going to trade, bro. I mean, it's just, I don't, do I get hurt sometimes because of it? Yes. Do I care? No, because I am disciplined. I make mistakes on going on till a little bit or over trading and blah, blah, not following rules because I'm fucking human. But I'm going to let you know there's no fear involved because I know that the market's going to constantly move and I know how it looks like when it moves, that it's okay. Yes, you can get chopped up and get hurt. When I get hurt, it's because of this dumb shit like this, where we open up here and then it's like these candles, they're just so wicky. I mean, this doesn't look bad, but Nasdaq was pretty rough. Is pretty rough in general speaking, as far as the printing of the wicks and the candles. It's like sometimes I'll try to push a seller a buy, and it's like, damn, the thing. I haven't even had a chance to put my stop loss yet, and the fucking thing's moved. So yes, I deal with that like anyone else does with Nasdaq or trading in general. So, but the no fear part is just a confidence. I am humbled and I respect the market. I'm not saying I don't respect it, but it might seem like I don't respect it. I just don't respect them. He's like, who's them? So, buy, sell, buy. Okay, move forward, and it's in the top 25. Didn't even hit. See, so this is an 8th right here. It's sitting right there. Algorithmic, bro. All right, S&P shuts right back up for the easy sellers. And could be a shakeout moment. I'm still telling you that we're coming down seasonality wise. Instead of me selling from fucking right up here, which I could have, and I'm making the video. It's like that's why I don't want to make videos. And that's why I don't want to show my trades anymore. I don't need to show I've been doing this for fucking years for free, showing trades. I don't need to show them anymore. I feel like I'm doing shit just to be a monkey and show people what I do. It's like, I'm tired of it. I can trade, so I don't need to show my trades anymore. I don't. I'd rather just teach and be done. And that's it. I don't need to show my trades. Because I feel like I'm always doing some extra shit just for this. Like, for what? For all 20 of you? It's like, what the fuck? So whatever. Here. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. Right? You see it? Pretty pretty easy there. And then man, just kicking myself, dude. Using the day as a open, and then I mean as a support, and then just beautiful. Because again, look at the price here. Well, for now that I look at S&P, that's a little tougher in a way, because you would like, you're sitting here like, okay, but it is still higher low, and then coming up is still in general. Again, it's still early in the seasonality. But if you didn't know that, oh my goodness, another reason why I'm more kicking myself more is because I know that we just swept all this. I really thought they were going to come into here more to squeeze out more, but the damage is already done, and they pulled the rug, and that's fine. I made a mistake. It is I make mistakes every day, so that's why I'm not like surprised when I make them anymore. But I think that's good. And then did I? Yeah, I went over this, right? Yeah. So, and then I was talking about, hey, all these higher lows on the daily, gonna get some of them. That's why we ran back up. Oh my God, I'm so upset about it, but I'm not at the same time. So here we talked about that gap here, and then they came to get it, and then because of it, they had to immediately rush back up to the sellers. That's it. That's a very common play here, and then it's like, okay, well now what do we do? Now we're kind of sitting dead center a little bit, and it's not surprising because they use. So again, I don't need to draw it because this is still in play. But the only thing is that when we came down, we popped up for a lower high. I'm still expecting coming down. So I'm making these videos way in advance. I'm generally not wrong, and for the people who know me, they know that's true. So, and how long is this now? 41 minutes. I need to stop here. And you guys take care, and God bless.